Hey y'all, I'm Desha and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I like to share different bookish things, including my new small bookish shop. So you're in the right place. So when I set out to have my small business space, I knew that I wanted somewhere where I can be organized and have all the things set out. So I've been watching vlogs, I've been watching different people, and I think I finally have my space figured out. So this will serve as the intro, but I'm going to show the process of what happened up until that point. So this is over the course of a month. I probably have 3 different hairstyles in that time. But I'm just going to put the clips of what happened up until that point. And if you just want to see the end space, then I will put a timestamp for that. Otherwise, come with me because it's a wild ride, including me putting a hole in the wall.
All right, so I've moved some stuff around. So these tables, I'm getting tablecloths to go over those, and that'll hide like the storage stuff because we have so much stuff. Like our house is a decent size, but we have so much stuff that it's hard to store everything. And then over here, I've moved my desk in here. So I've got some like rearranging to do, and then like some pictures and stuff. That's actually our wedding sign. I think I'm gonna sand it down and make something cute out of it because it's really nice wood. But I got some packages, so I'm about to open those and see what we have.
The first thing I got to put together was this tall standing lamp, and don't mind me struggling here. The cord was already ran through it, so as I was turning it, the cord kept getting wrapped around, but I love how it turned out. I was really on the hunt for a gold lamp because I knew it would match perfectly with the lamp that is on my desk, and I was right. And then I ended up getting natural daylight light bulbs, basically a light bulb that has a very neutral tone, and I feel like it does a great job with brightening up the space and making it where I can take photos easily. As you can see here, I'm putting down the pink tablecloths to be able to hide the things that we were storing underneath the tables. And to be honest, I didn't love it. You can let me know what you think in the comments, but I just felt like it looked off having the pink tablecloths, even though pink is my favorite color. So later on in the video, you're going to see me actually change it out to a different color. I started out with one set of white, but they didn't actually match each other, so I ended up getting a different set of white, and I loved it so much more. My next project is probably my favorite purchase that I made during this whole journey, and it was my pegboard. As I was watching people on YouTube, everybody that had a pegboard, I was like, absolutely. Of course I need a pegboard. So you see me here putting it together, and it was actually really cool how you assemble it. So basically it can go on tile. So they have it made where you can just stick it to the wall. However, because I used the regular wall, I knew that I wanted to nail it into. But you see me first like putting the sticky side up so that way it can make sure that it's straight before you actually go in. And I just used a pencil to like make the lines, make sure it was straight, and then put the sticky side up. And then later you'll see me actually take the pegboard back down and actually hammer it up. That way it has more stability and I don't have to worry about it falling. And so cute. I love how it looks on this blue like teal wall.
For 2 seconds there, I thought it was uneven, and I'm like, I know this is even. I know it might be a little bit off because it's not like perfect, but it's good enough. I am probably gonna be done for today. I'm about to go eat some dinner and relax and read my book. I'm working on reading The Light We Lost. Hallie sent it to me annotated, so I was really close to finishing yesterday. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll check back in with you tomorrow. All right, I am back in here today. I have 3 new packages come in. I know what's in 2 of them. I don't know what the other one is. But I've kind of got a different idea for this. I was just sitting there, I was laying there thinking about it last night, and I'm like, something's not working. So I'm gonna try like to move some stuff around. I have an idea, but I feel like I need to build this first to see what it looks like and then go from there. So come on with me. Okay. Voila. So this is where I'm picturing putting inventory. I needed, honestly, not this much space at this moment, but I'm just envisioning like it growing. So this way I can kind of spread stuff out. And I'm also gonna put my mailing stuff on here. It's not gonna stay here though. I just wanted to put it together over there, and I'm gonna move some stuff around and figure out what's in these other boxes.
One of the packages that had come in were these gold frames, and I absolutely love how they turned out. So on the inside wasn't actually glass, it was plexiglass, and I was very thankful for that because I'm always doing things, so this felt much safer. But I had some cute prints that I gotten years ago that I decided to put in them. And then here you're only going to see me do 3, but later on I end up using the wallpaper samples that had come in to fill the other 2 frames. So it added something so cute to that wall.
All right, so I'm back in here today. I had a little bit of a meltdown yesterday, so I stopped because it doesn't matter. Anyways, so I'm excited today. I have light again, which is one of the reasons I stopped yesterday. I'm going to start bringing some of my equipment in here, trying to see a better feel of what is going on, because I don't necessarily love this. Honestly, I probably should. I might iron the tablecloth. That's another story. I don't love this, but I'm wondering if I get my things in here, if it'll make me feel different. I don't know if you can see this. This is a chair just from my kitchen. My desk chair is supposed to come in tomorrow, and it's pink. Who would have thought? So I'm going to put on a YouTube video and kind of start doing some things, but let's go.
Okay, it's coming together. I just brought, can I have this? Okay. I just brought this little table in here and my old printer because I used this not too long ago to print a sticker, a set of stickers that doesn't need like high quality ink or anything like that. So I just brought that in. You might be wondering why I turned this printer sideways. It is the Epson 8550 Eco Tank, and I have to use the rear feeder for a lot of the things that I'm printing. So it just makes the most sense to have it setting this way so that way I don't have to like turn it.
I was gonna buy all new shelving, but to save some money and just to see how this goes, I think I'm gonna take this shelf and put it even with that top, so like around there, and use like some gold brackets because it matches kind of like the theme going on. Because before I kind of wanted it to go all the way around, but I don't necessarily need all that space, especially after buying this white shelving unit. And I also thought about, I don't even know if you can see this, I thought about extending it all the way around, which could be a future project. However, I have these cute prints, so just for now, because I feel like this is very empty and I don't need all the shelving at the moment, I'm going to measure these out and see where these need to go. So that's my next thing. Probably should wait for Edward. Am I going to? Probably not.
So I just hung up this painting that I did during the pandemic. Me and Edward did like a sip and draw or a sip and paint kind of night. I wish you could have, I'm happy I did not record how hard that was to get up there because I used command hooks. I don't know if these have been in the closet for a while, so I just don't know if they're just not good quality anymore, but it was difficult. So I'm going to hang Edward's on the other side, and I think I'm gonna almost call it a night.
Okay, I just came home to my new desk chair, so I'm about to get that out of the box. But just a little update. I'm still playing around. Ignore the messes, which is me taking all of my different papers, laminations, sticker papers, and separating them so I can figure out how to redo this cart and figure out where everything's going to go, because that's full, but it also needs to accommodate that. And then I kind of did this yesterday, shipping materials. That box is kind of random stuff at the moment. Inventory, also inventory. My books are not in here, but I'm planning on putting like a shelf here and putting the books that are annotated there. But my next venture is opening this box. So let's see.
The audio was messed up on the next clip, but I was basically saying that this is the first time I've had a spinny chair at my home office, and I was very excited. And I forgot to show a clip of the chair there, but I do show it later. The next thing I did was get these drawers relabeled. I love these 10 drawer tier carts. I figured out exactly what they're called. And people are like, they're cheap. Duh. Like, you didn't spend that much money on them. You're going to get what you pay for, right? But I think they're so good because they serve their purpose. Like, I don't need it to be super sturdy. It's not being moved anywhere. It's just sitting, holding supplies. So I know they actually make ways to transfer like vinyl onto things, but I just use shipping tape, and the first one's usually a struggle because it's very sticky, but you'll notice here when I do supplies it comes off super easy. So honestly, through this I did so many things on my own that I'm really proud of myself. So I got these blinds drilled in, hung up by myself, and I was like, go you, because that's something I thought I would mess up. Although now that I say that, as I'm putting up the shelf, I did mess up. But it was honestly something that I probably would have messed up even with help. So anyway, I'll let you see what happens.
All right, a little update. So I put this shelf up and it was going so well, and I'm like, look at me, a queen. I don't need anybody to help. Turns out I probably did need somebody to help because I don't even really know what happened. The drywall screws were very loose. So I had to move it over for the stability of the bookshelf. I was hoping the brackets would cover it. Did not. So then I had to fill the holes. New problem is, this is one of the first rooms we ever painted in this house. I don't know where the paint sample is. We don't have any extra paint. So, hold on. I went to Lowe's and got every color that I thought looked similar, just to try them out. So I think it's this set. This is the closest. This is the closest set, but none of these are right. So I'm starting to think we got the paint at Home Depot. Actually, it might be this one. No, it's this one. I'm starting to think we did not get the paint at Lowe's. And I meant to ask my husband if he, you can like put in your email and it'll tell you like what you bought. I need to look back because maybe we do have it. Anyways, long story short, there's a hole in the wall. I covered it. However, I don't have the paint. Not even what I'm getting at. So these are the extra copies. These are not my copies. These are books to sell for annotation. None of them are actually annotated yet. But I'm going to put them up on the shelf and I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. I don't know if I want to like just kind of mismatch them because I do want to keep matching copies together so that way I can see easily what I have. I'll probably organize it better after once I actually get more books, but for now it's not that serious.
So I never showed the clip of where I actually put the first white tablecloths on, but they were just tablecloths that we had here and they didn't match each other, but I just tried it out to see if I liked it. And then we ended up going with that. And then here we're just trying to figure out what's level so that way we can hang up these cute letters that we got from Michael's. So I love how it turned out. And I want to say that it looks crooked, but I think the camera is just crooked. I promise it's not crooked. So here I was just cutting out some flowers to go up on the wall because I felt like it was missing something. And I think it turned out so cute with having the flowers behind it. So I'm just really happy that my silhouette is getting so much more use now. When Edward first bought it for me, it was mostly for teaching stuff. So now I'm getting to use it to actually decorate and make things. So that's been super fun. I absolutely love how that turned out. One thing that I did change that I don't think I ever talked about again in the video is that my printer was sideways so I could use the manual feed, but I actually found a workaround where I can use the rear feed, which is like the top tray. So in the next clip, you'll see that it's turned around and I like it so much better that way because it was really getting on my nerves. So I'm happy that I got to turn that around.
All right, and here is the finished product, at least so far. I'll start over here at my desk area. So of course there's probably still things that I will end up updating, but for now this is it and I love it. As I was watching other people, was the pegboard. I think it's so cute, so functional. I actually want to get some more of the cups that go on here. I really like the cups, and I have like more pins. I really like the cups, and I have like more pins that I could put up there. And then I'm also thinking of ways I can better utilize it, because there's different hooks on there that could be used. Up here I have some of just my supplies that I use a lot. My corner rounder, hole punch, box cutter, stuff like that. Up here, of course, I have my computer, my iPad, my lamp. I love this lamp. Edward bought it for me years ago, and I'm obsessed with it. I don't even know where he got it from. I also bought this lamp for the corner because I just felt like we needed something. And then you saw me put these drawers together, but it's just holding all of my supplies. So stickers, regular like desk supplies. I have glossy and matte sticker paper, cardstock, photo paper, more sticker paper. I think that one is for like paper, like sticker paper that is, I got samples of, so to try out. And then miscellaneous, so that way I had somewhere to throw just the random stuff. And then in here, like I said, I have more pins, lots of pins, lots of sticker books. So I'd really like to be able to utilize the pegboard for that. And then down here, I have some vinyl, cardstock, and different scrapbooking paper, which I use for scrapbooking, but also my annotated copies of books. You saw me put this desk chair together. I love it. It's so comfortable. It's pretty affordable. I recommend that. I will try to link things down below. So I don't think I ever talked about this journey, but my plan for this wall is I was going to have a whole wallpapered wall over here, and it was going to be so cute. And I ordered these 2 samples. Actually ordered 5 samples from the company, but I ordered those 2. And then the wallpaper turned out to be a lot more expensive than I originally thought. So the wallpaper wall did not happen. However, I feel like it still became cute with the little picture frames, and it's functional. Over here, I have my equipment. I have a, what's the printer? I have an EcoTank 8550 from Epson. Love it. I have this laminator. And then over here, I just have some different laminating. I have some different laminating stuff. So I have 3mm, 5mm, and then cold lamination. I didn't show you my little microphones that give me so much problems. Let me back up. It's probably not the microphone. I think it was between me and DaVinci, the software that I was using to edit videos, was the problem. So over here, I have my Silhouette Cameo. I think I have a 4+. This little picture frame, not picture frame, this little like board that I decided to paint. This actually used to be my wedding sign, and I wanted a way to repurpose it. So this is what we came up with. Also have my washi tapes, and then just stickers that I've made that go in annotated books, and I'm actually working to add more. Over here, I think you've probably seen me before putting the tassels in here. So these go for my annotated bookmark kits. And then I also have small stickers up here and larger stickers here. These are my copies, and then these are copies to annotate and sell. I think I did a pretty good job covering that hole in the wall. It's not perfect, but like I said earlier, this was like one of the first rooms that we painted, and I can't find the wall chip, so that's the best we could do. We have annotation tabs up there. I just realized my crafting tub is missing. It's in the dining room from where I was working earlier. Magnetic bookmarks, and then I have just miscellaneous stuff back here like paint, sticky notes, ruler, to tape measure back there, more stickers and magnets. Over here I have some inventory. So these are all my oopsie bookmarks that I've messed up, and then these are oopsie stickers. Over here I have the bookmarks that are specific to the books that I'm annotating, so the ones that I sell. If you buy one of these, if you buy an annotated book, you'll get a bookmark that just has one tab on it. That way you know what color each thing means. These are the kits to sell, so I just have this one ready made in case somebody orders it. And if they want it customized, then I'll pull a blank one instead. Then I have my summer slasher. bookmarks, and then the sweet summer bookmarks. I think these are just so cute. I'm actually getting ready to pull these because I'm going to redesign how I did these sticker sheets, I think. So these might just go, I think I'm going to put these, if anybody orders a deluxe kit, I'll put these in there. But I'm going to redo how I do the sheets so I can sell them individually. So I'm going to do an update on that. And then these are the book review kits. Stickers that also go with the deluxe kits. I have a couple of random pens and highlighters left, but I have an order, I think it's supposed to be getting here. Down here I have rigid mailers for annotation kits that come with pens and things. Some different mailers. These are for the magnetic bookmarks. And then I have bubble mailers, so these are a little bit smaller. So any books that are smaller go in here, and then the larger ones go in here. And these are just some random boxes that I had for decor. Actually, this is the box that the microphone shipped in, so I'm using these for like cords, extra stuff. And then this one's like a cutesy box that's kind of holding trash, like not trash, but like the junk, like the stuff that it's like a free-for-all. That's what it is. I like to keep my scale close by, that way I can weigh things as the orders come in, so it's over here close and handy. So in this corner I have my filming lights, but I do have decent lighting in here, especially like when I get close to the window. So that's usually what I use because I love natural lighting over anything. And then this big tall thing is one of my Christmas presents this past year. Edward was convinced I needed a green screen. I don't know what kind of filming I do that needs a huge green screen. But I am looking to be able to use it one day because it is really cool. So that just hides over in the corner. And then my Desh wall, which I'm very proud of. We actually went to Michael's for something like unintended for this. And it was Edward's idea to get it. And I thought it was missing something. So I just added these vinyl cut flowers and here. And then my little blanket, which has really come in handy for shooting product photos. And then this is the current book that I need to annotate for a customer. So this one is my copy, and then the copy they will get is over on the shelf.
That is all for the studio/office vlog, and I hope that you enjoyed the space just as much as I am. If you did, like and comment below, tell me what you think, and also subscribe and stick around because I have some fun things coming. Take care, everybody.